All right, guys. So we've done this cold open and that one. We need
do one with
something
a
new.
jet ski.
A jet ski.
A jet ski.
How are we gonna get a jet ski?
I don't know. Wait, I've got another idea. What if this is the cold open?
What do you mean by that?
What if this right now is the cold open? And welcome back everyone to Jesus Week. That's right, week 7 from heaven. If you know, you know, the Bible number 7 hits differently. Guys, how are we feeling today?
Feeling good.
Feeling great.
Fantastic.
Really
Ria, what's been happening with you, bro?
Oh my goodness. Do I have a story to tell you?
Tell us.
Tell us.
So, friends and family, in the next couple episodes, you're gonna be noticing that I'm wearing glasses.
Which are very nice, by the way. They look
Thank you very much. Can I just say, when I take these glasses off, I realize I can't see. I'm actually going blind, guys, but it's okay because I got these now. And it's a bit of a sad note, but hey,
looks good.
I get to wear
It's a
glasses
cool
again.
accessory. It's a very cool accessory.
But hey, rejoicing in my trial, guys. Peter, what's on today?
Speaking about rejoicing in trials, we're about to see our Pastor James speak
Yes.
on rejoicing in trials.
Oh my gosh.
As you learn a little bit more about Purpose 101. So guys, glue your eyes to the screen safely, and let's head on over and say hi to Pastor James.
Hey guys, my name's James. I'm a pastor in Brisbane at a church. I'm a husband to my wife. I'm a father of my 3 beautiful kids, and I love Jesus so much. I love the Bible, and I love what the Bible's doing in and through my life as I commit to reading it more often than I used to, which is so amazing. Hey, to start with a story, I'm a son of my mother and father. I'm a brother of my sister and my brother. That's a bit confusing and a lot of words, but I have an older brother. He's scary, he's big, he plays rugby union, and oh my gosh, growing up with an older brother who's bigger than you was pretty daunting most of the time. But I've got a story about a day we used to go to school, and we used to walk down the end of the street where our school was, and we used to walk back every day. There was this one particular day where everything just went wrong in regards to my brother choosing to pick on me. And it was all me, no one else, not my sister, not the dog, not the cat, but me. So the niggles would start at breakfast time. He'd start just saying the things that would get under my skin. Those continued as I walked down the street, across the oval and up to school until we went our separate ways. When after school we'd have to unfortunately reunite because we were going to the same place, and we'd have to walk back up the street, which always on days like this seemed longer than it actually was because I had to put up with the annoying older brother. So these niggles and these things, these words that were just piercing through my skin were just getting to me so much. And we were sitting down after school like everybody does when they're home from a big long day at school, so hungry, and you just need a feed. And we were eating some of our favorite snacks, right? Mine is a salada cracker with a Rosella fruit chutney and a perfectly sliced piece of cheese. And then you'd eat it and then you'd go again. And I was on my 3rd or 4th by the time that he said this last thing, which just was the icing on the cake, and it got under my skin. To which point I'd finished, lathering this salada cracker with the Rosella fruit chutney, and he was sitting across the couch from me, and I just got to that point where I cracked. And I threw it non-dominant hand and smacked him straight on the face. I'm thinking now God must have been in it because it was a perfect throw. And I could just see it in slow motion as I was thinking about this story, and I saw the cracker slap the face, just like the pickles I used to throw at the glass in McDonald's and they used to slide down slowly. That's what it was like. And oh my gosh, in this moment I thought to myself, I've done it. I've hit him square in the face. But then immediately fear entered my body. I dropped the knife, stood up, and ran out the back door, back down the street, not to return for ages. Now, it got to the point in the day where I was scared because the sun was down, and I was like, I need to go home because I'm cold and hungry and I don't know where else to go. So I made my way back home. And as I was going there, I was building these narratives of what ifs in my head. What if he sees me and he runs after me and he's going to catch me because I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I've been out all afternoon, and he's just been at home eating and resting. And I've just started building these narratives of what ifs. And I got home to find no brother, but my mum and my dad there. To which I just came to them with my tail between my legs, told them what was going on, and they just assured me that It's all right. We all make mistakes. Maybe it wasn't the right actions, but they were there with me. They were just in the other room, and I didn't have to worry because they know what it's like, and they have told my brother that if he lays a hand on me, that he would be in more trouble than anything. And you know, these words coming from your parents who are always there in my house, were always there and have always been there, were just so reassuring to me. Something that I had forgotten about when I was building these narratives in my head of what if. So that day continued, and we went on about our life, happy as, but it takes me to a point where makes me think what challenges and trials are there that the teenagers of today are going through. And yes, there are some that differ from those of which I went through a few years ago, but there are also a lot that are the same. Maybe it's issues in trusting God through challenging times in your life. Maybe it's through choosing to make the right choices in life when everyone around you is making the wrong choices, or those choices in which you know you don't want to make. The challenges and the trials that you're facing today vary. There are so many different options, but what is amazing is the promises and the faithfulness of our God that can encourage us today as we turn to the Bible. And that's what we're going to get into.
Well, James, thank you so much for that Preach Part 1. We had so much fun listening to it. We can't wait to hear more about that later in Preach Part 2. But right now, we are here at the desk with a lot of items.
Don't look at it.
A lot of items.
You're not
So
supposed to be
Peter,
looking.
I'm not looking.
Look at the ceiling.
I just saw monkey. But Peter, tell us
Eye contact.
what we're actually doing today.
When we're allowed to look, we're gonna have to memorize a lot of these items in under 1 minute. And then our producers will take away some items, and we have to guess which items they took out based on our photographic cha-ching memory.
I'm good at this.
Memory ting. So, guys, I think it's time to get it done. All right, minute starts now. Okay. We got. Oh, guys, do you remember this? The chicken feet from season 2.
Are you serious? That's
It's right
still
there.
here.
Oh,
Chicken.
there's a rubber.
No touching.
No, okay,
Apologies.
no touching. Sorry. Wait. Okay. So there's a board
Actually,
game. Kettle.
I am so cooked.
Two
This is gonna be so bad.
No. Okay. Oh, what if they take away one of these?
No, that's cheating.
That's
If they take out one of the animals in the box, I'm literally not even looking at anything.
Monkey, duck, rubber duck. 3 rubber ducks. Seashells.
That didn't help.
Shells, cup. How much time we got? Oh, 4 rubber ducks. Smiley. Oh, I didn't know we had a smiley frisbee. And Mike, a snake. Snake. We have a Minecraft
Stop
Steve?
touching!
I'm sorry.
Your feeling in your hands actually, that's cheating right there. Your feeling in your hands actually add to your memory right there.
That's actually, yeah, well, scientifically, yes, that's
Yes, exactly. Stop touching.
okay.
The photos are out of focus.
Turn around. The producers have now taken away 10 items, and we have 2 minutes from when we turn around to write down the 10 items that they took away. So you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Oh, I actually forgot
Wait,
something.
what? Actually,
Oh,
okay,
easy.
okay, I see one. Ah! Oh, yes.
Wait, where'd you say yes
Move out
to?
the way.
Move. Oh, if you guys have got this at home,
Yeah,
I'll see if you
comment down below what you...
What was that? What in the heck was that? Someone please.
No, they took away...
Oh, I actually feel like now I forgot.
not gonna
Oh, no,
lie.
something.
it's still there.
I'm actually done.
No.
I've done my list. I
I
can sit
had
down.
2, I just got 2.
Oh, wait.
Wait, I don't remember anything.
I actually do have 4.
What? How do you
That's
have 4?
amazing. That is actually amazing.
Um,
Come on, Noah. Come on.
whoa.
We should have taken a photo of the first, but that's all right. We'll find out when we're. Oh no! I genuinely don't know what it is. I'm just gonna write things down.
Please help me.
That's time, guys. Oh my
Time.
days. I am
Hey,
a lot more stressed than
you
I
know
thought
where
I
the
was gonna
dubs are
be.
coming from.
Sweet. So guys, we have written down a number of different items. I have a hopeless 4. Real's got.
I have, wait, hold on.
I
5?
got 8.
Okay, but I'm not
8,
very.
baby.
I'm not confident
Eight,
about that.
baby.
But all right, we'll see. Okay, so our producer's gonna show us one by one the items that are missing from the table.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes!
I got
Black
snake.
snake,
I
baby.
got snake. I got snake.
I said black snake, so I even got the color correct.
That's
No.
okay.
Another one, DJ Cut.
I got that.
No,
Yes!
I didn't even see that.
I
didn't
got
know
that.
that was.
I
got
said
that.
stick.
I got recorder.
Is that close?
No.
No. Oh, the shell. That was right there, wasn't it?
Alright, I'm not
Get
gonna lie
that.
to
Did you
you.
get that?
Not gonna lie to you.
No, I didn't get
didn't
it.
even see that in the first time.
No!
I even touched that one! I even touched the one!
No! That actually makes me really angry.
Guys, look, go back to the film. I even picked it up.
Have a Minecraft.
Stop touching! No!
Oh my days.
That's tough.
No.
That's tough for you.
I didn't see that book.
Oh,
There was
true. Was that the one sitting here?
There was a book.
Not gonna happen.
I didn't even see that book.
What? No, I did see that book.
So Rio's still
I
on
just
2.
didn't think about it.
I'm on 1. Noah's on 1.
Yep. Come on.
The bin? The pink bin? No, I didn't have that.
I actually
Did
didn't
not
take
have
that. I can't
pink
be
bin.
shocked that
I
I
did
not
not
gonna
have
lie.
a pink bin. It was like in the middle, wasn't it? Ah, man. All right, next one.
I'm killing it. 1.
Next one.
I got that!
Oh,
I got that.
no, Rob,
I
Rio's
got
winning.
that.
Rio's
Yes,
gonna win.
I said
For some reason-
spoon. That's very impressive.
I actually got that.
Rio's pulled that to a lead with 3. Oh my.
There was a sombrero. Was it on? Was it on the crock? Oh.
I love Mexican food.
Yeah,
I
chicken
got that.
feet. Yes.
I got that.
Did you get that?
Let's go.
Everybody got that. That's
Okay,
crazy.
and then whatever was
man.
sitting here is the last one. I
Last one
swear.
is the piano.
Yeah!
Oh.
I was gonna say instrument, but I was like, no, but I'm putting a recorder, so it doesn't make sense just to put an instrument. Guys, I won today. I got 4.
Rio has photographic
Be excited
memory.
for me.
That is insane. Let's move on to Pastor James' second preach as he talks more about rejoicing in trials. And I want to hear about how this Bible story has affected his story from Preach Part 1. So, let's go check him out now.
Over to
Bye.
you, James.
So, what do we do when the trials come our way? What do you do when trials come your way? In the Bible, we're going to talk about this awesome story of Paul and Silas and something that they did when one of probably the biggest trials in their life came their way. Acts chapter 16, starting at verse 16, tells a story of Paul and Silas. They were followed as they were heading to the place of prayer. Now, they were followed by a few people, including a lady who was filled with a spirit that would enable her to foretell the future of the people that she was with. And she was owned by a group of people. These people would make a lot of money off this spirit that was within her. And as she followed Paul and Silas, she would be shouting out to them, these are the people of which would tell you how to be saved. And the trip that they were going on lasted a few days, to a point that Paul was getting frustrated and annoyed. I can imagine it right now, going back to the moments I shared in my story where the tipping point came. But what do you do when you face trials, right? What do you say when trials come your way? What do you do when the trials come your way? I like to read this story and think back to those moments in my life. And yes, they still happen today in various ways. But what Paul did is he turned around and without being aggressive, without being harmful towards her, he came to her and shared Jesus. Man, when I'm put in those situations, that's one of the last things I want to do. But he actually called the spirit out because that spirit wasn't from God and it wasn't a healthy spirit for her. This absolutely changed her life. And they actually say, and the studies show, that they think that she received Jesus in this moment as well. What a beautiful moment that was. So the story continues actually in a way that made this time in Paul and Silas's life, I would say one of the worst, where they were dragged in front of the magistrates because of these angry owners who weren't now making any money off her because she no longer had the spirit. They were dragged in front of the magistrate, they were thrown in prison, they were locked up, and the guards were told to take extra care while looking over these two people. Obviously, God is who He is, and He never leaves us nor forsakes us, as the Bible says. And Paul and Silas, I can imagine, although they were a bit worried, they remained full of faith, trusting in their God. The Bible reads that about midnight, they were up praying and singing hymns, and a violent earthquake erupted. It broke the foundations of the earth, and it released all of the shackles of their chains, and it set them all free. Not only Paul and Silas, but everyone in the prison. The guards were so worried that they'd come in freaking out, thinking they're going to be killed because they've just, not looked after these prisoners, of which Paul and Silas stayed behind. They didn't leave, and they told the gentleman who was there, don't worry, we're still here. That tells me that they know that they weren't in the wrong. They knew that God was in it and that God was up to something. This guard, he ended up giving his heart to Jesus and giving his home to the prisoners to come in and wash themselves and get themselves clean after spending time in prison as well. This is a beautiful story and an encouragement to me about what I am going to do and say when trials and challenges come my way. That's exactly what we're talking about today. So for me, I've learned that when trials come my way, I'll pray. It sounds a bit cliche for everyone who listens to it, but if we actually go down to the crux of that sentence, that when trials come my way, I will pray. Now, I don't pray to a God who's far away. I pray to a God who's actually near to us. And I believe that Holy Spirit is here with us and he's so close to us, closer to us than the air that we breathe. And I know that as I pray, in a moment, my attitude, my emotions can shift because my perspective shifts. I just need to know how close God is to me as he promises us in Psalm 23 as we go through these things. Now, when trials come our way, what do we say? Well, for me, I say, "Come Holy Spirit." I say a prayer, and in a moment, I can feel that things are different, and that enables me to make it through yet another day. And God is with you at all times. Hey, it's been great to be with you, great to share with you. I can't wait for next time, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much for that amazing message, Pastor James. That's such a good word to keep us encouraged, like no matter what trials we go through, we can rejoice because God goes through those trials with us. And I think that's awesome.
100%.
Man, that's encouraging. Yeah.
It was such a great episode today, and you know what made it so good?
Tell us.
Miguel.
I wonder, Rio, I wonder.
It's always that one thing.
Me winning today's Get It
Oh,
Done.
there it is. There it is. Honestly, I am so impressed. Like, you deserve
you.
all of that.
It was a good game.
Could not remember. No, I lie. I remember two things, but they were the obvious things. I genuinely, no matter how much photographing I did, couldn't get anything. Literally couldn't.
But hey, I'm actually surprised you guys didn't get as many as I thought you would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And Rio can't even see properly. That's insane.
But hey, maybe they need to get glasses because maybe these things are helping me.
You're
if I
so
didn't have
right.
these, then maybe I really couldn't see in general. So hey, here we are, and that's what made me win.
I love
these
it.
right here.
So good.
In
so
summary, rejoice in trials, go to Specsavers or not Specsavers and get your eyes checked. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for a fantastic episode for tuning in with us. Make sure to jump into your groups. Make sure to check out those discussion questions and converse. That just means fancy word for have a conversation about what we talked about rejoicing in trials, maybe trials that you're going through today, and knowing that God is with you through every single step. But for now, I'm Noah.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Rio.
And this has been
Unscripted! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
right now. Right now. Right now. Now.